Hello there, my name is Ladrhyn Bexx and I'm one of the facilitators here at roXiva. I've been involved in light machines for many years, and it's my passion, it's my desire to give people beautiful experiences that are different each time and unique for every individual. The people that come to me come for single sessions where it's I'm giving just one person an experience with the light, and or also I have group sessions where I have sometimes up to 50 people for group events, but at the moment I'm keeping it a beautiful number around 14 people, which is a bit more intimate, personal, and it's more easy to look after in the environment. When there's a lot more people, there's a lot more feedback, etc. So I've been using light machines since a very young age, since my very early teens, since the late 1980s, and influenced by my father, who introduced me to mind machines, which is what they were called many years ago, and until recently, the last sort of 15 or so years, involved in light machines and lamps, and the beautiful experiences that I have had myself during my own growth, my own path. And we're always learning and growing and maturing and gaining more knowledge and experience. But along my path of understanding and spiritual growth, of consciousness and mental health and spiritual health and physical health, is that light is important to us. And why it is important to us is because we are like solar powered beings. We need light in our lives to make us feel good, to release the right chemical hormones and processes that our body needs. Now, in very darkened places in the world, such as the northern hemisphere of say, the world of like Europe, for example, Norway has the highest suicide rate of one of them. Estonia, I know, for example, similar possibly. I haven't done my research there, but what I heard for many years ago is that there's a higher suicide rate in the northern part of the hemisphere because there's less light in the winter time, especially. The summer, not so bad because of the axis of the earth and the way it rotates, is that there is less light in the winter period. And this plays a very crucial role in enabling us not to get the right amount of light nutrients that our body needs. And we need the light in our lives to produce serotonin, the good feel hormone in our body that is responsible for its wakefulness and sleepfulness, making us feel tired and awake and good. So if you've heard things such as satellites, feel free to purchase them. But however, the RX1 can do just that too. You can program it to come on at certain times in the morning, a bit like an alarm, I guess, in order to wake you up at a certain time. There are sessions designed for that, and it can gradually get lighter and lighter and feel like a sunrise. So as you probably know, the RX1 has 8 white LEDs and 8 warm white LEDs. So the warm white is a bit more like an off-white, like a yellow, warmer color, and that's typical, reflecting like the sunrises that we get in the morning that our body typically needs to feel. For me, being part of a family-built residential retreat center here in Somerset in England, we spent many years building the place up. There's gardens, there's the buildings, inner design, painting, landscaping, there's a lot of things. And over many years, I've worn myself out, adjusting, clearing. There's a lot of work involved. So for those out there who think they want a big house, please don't. I would much prefer a small house with large gardens and a big open workshop room. But, this is where we live, and I'm really grateful. However, it can be quite tiring because the place is very big and needs lots of cleaning and maintenance. And so there's many times where I felt that I've just been quite drained from all the work that I've done, and the light machine has helped. I remember I was working probably 16 hours a day out in the gardens of the retreat center, working outside consistently, having some breaks, but I was flat out working, busy, fixing things, clearing, and yeah, it went on for probably about 2 weeks, a lot. And one day I woke up and I was just so tired. So I went under the light machine, and I feel like it fixed me. It's not, as we know, like medicine, it's not a cure to prevent or to, cure any disease or illness, etc. But however, it can be like a training wheel and help you just take off that edge and make you feel good. So there's a lot we are still learning as facilitators at roXiva to understand more about what light does and how it involves and interacts with our body. There's a lot to know, and we're still learning about why things happen, etc. But we can only take on those researches from our own experiences, and that's exactly what I've done. Is that whenever I felt super tired, light helps us wake up. It for some reason activates within our body, which I felt, the good chemical processes that helps us feel good. So, for example, serotonin is a very similar looking compound to DMT, dimethyltryptamine, which is a chemical compound released in the center of our brain just before we die. It helps us project out of our body, our consciousness, so our physical body doesn't experience pain. But it's also used in the popular ayahuasca drink, where the brew is mixed up and DMT is in there. So serotonin is very similar, and serotonin is produced from light. So the events that I do, single sessions as well as group events, they don't involve plant medicine at all, apart from a bit of raw chocolate, which is perfectly fine and healthy and good for you. But the psychedelic side, there's nothing involved, and that's all done through light. And yeah, it's what the light machine can do is unlimited. We're still learning about more the potential, what it can do. It can help with an array of different things, not to fix or cure, as you know, but it can help ease headache pain, which has helped, which we didn't realize at first. People who came to us had a headache, and after after a session they said, "Oh, my headache's gone." We found out just the light exposure seems to clear headaches, increase cerebral blood flow to the brain, and helps us just clear that heaviness that we need. So the light machine can be programmed to any specific frequency, from like 1 hertz up to 1,000 hertz, exploring the whole brainwave potential. And you probably heard some of these titles before, like alpha, beta, theta, delta, epsilon, gamma, hypergamma, and lambda, as well as Solfeggio frequencies. So we can program the light machine to get into any state in any particular frequency that you want. And there's a number of different benefits, such as relaxation, deep meditation, releasing past phobias, like past life regression, out-body experiences, lucid dreaming, as well as like guided self-hypnosis, or people who buy the lamps for clients to take them much deeper into a sustained state of consciousness that they wouldn't be able to do so just on their own. Using the light is very simple and easy to use, and I wouldn't recommend just using the light on its own, because you're going to get an array of different people coming to you for different sessions and clients, and so it's important to have something go along with it. So I like to use sound healing with gongs and soundtracks, and as well as like healing and massage. So it's like mixing it up to create people, give people some beautiful experiences. So the light machine has the RX1 Light machine by roXiva has an amazing array of different purposes, benefits, which can help not just you, but also clients also. So thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you again.